Tim with Ace Appliance in Toledo, Ohio, and welcome back to another in-home diagnostic video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com. So we're on a GE range with a flat cooktop, and our hot surface indicator light is staying on. The first thing we're going to do is just, this light corresponds with the front right burner. So we're just going to turn it on. Our pilot does come on, and our element does come on as well. So we're gonna, and now our light goes off. So we're gonna open up the panel and do some diagnosing to find out why our light is staying on. The very first thing we're going to do is remove power to the unit. So to further diagnose our light staying on, we're going to remove our control panel to get access to it. And we're going to start by removing all the knobs. And then there are little inserts here that we can just take off. And now we can gently remove our panel. It does have a wire connector on it that we will remove. And now the panel is free to be set out of the way. To take this portion off, there are 4 mounting bolts, 1/4 inch. So with those removed, this whole panel will come out. You can see all the wire connections on there, so we'll be real careful with those. Our next step is we're going to remove the bolts that hold the cooktop on and raise the cooktop. There's also 4 underneath that we need to remove so that we can move this panel. So we'll start by removing the ones underneath. And now we can just rotate our panel out of the way and remove the mounting bolts that hold this part on. Those removed, this whole panel will slide out and we can set them both safely out of the way. Now we have 2 more mounting bolts to lift up the cooktop. And now the cooktop can be raised so we can access the elements. So now we're going to raise the cooktop so we can do some diagnosing, and I'm just going to support it so that we can have full access underneath. And the first thing that we see underneath here is a burnt terminal at the thermal limiter. And that's going to be our problem. So what we'll need to do is replace the element. So upon inspecting our element, we did notice a burnt terminal on the thermal limiter. So we're going to have to replace the element, and it's held on by 2 clips. So we'll go ahead and remove those and drop the element. That way we can replace the wires 1 for 1 on the new element. So the first thing we'll do is slide this clip forward a bit, pry it out of its little hole, and do the same for the back. And there we go. And now our element can come out and we have a better view of where the wires will go. So we have our new element, and each one of these terminals is marked so you can either write them down and replace them, or I'm just going to hold them next to each other and replace each wire wire for wire. So we'll start here and remove that terminal and put it right to our new element, and then we'll take our next terminal and put that to our new element. Remove the closest blue one, and it says number 2 right there. It's corresponding to on this one, and the white and black wire goes to S, and this one goes to H. So we will remove that one, put that one there, and that one right there. And now we will reinstall our element. Okay, now we're going to get our element into place. And re-secure our tabs. Just do a visual check, make sure none of the wires have come out of anywhere and that they're all secure. And now we're going to put our oven back together. And we'll start by getting our panel in the right place. Alright, now we're going to put on our mounting screws for the cooktop to the cabinet. And now we will put our control panel, and we'll get that right in the right spot and put our mounting bolts back in. And our last one right there. Now we're going to reinstall our control panel and wiring, and we're going to make sure that there's no binding or anything with the wiring. Get that right back into place real nice. And we'll reinstall our 4 mounting bolts. And now we can get our actual control panel cover back, and we will make the electric connection and put this right back into place. I just hand tighten them to begin with. Just make sure everything lines up real nice. And with everything on nice, we'll just tighten them little finger tight. They're just plastic. And now we can put our knobs back on. These knobs back on, and then we have 4 mounting bolts on the bottom, and then we can plug her in and test her out. Alright, with all those in, we'll shut the door, put some power on, and operational check it. We have plugged our unit back in and all our hot surface lights are off. So now we'll test the bake element. Our light does come on and it goes back off. Our element did come on. Same thing, and we'll just repeat it for all of them. Making sure our pilot comes on and that each one heats up. And they have all heated up, so we will consider this one good. Thank you for watching another in-home diagnostic video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com.